What is up, YouTube? Jesse with Just Man Sports Card. We have just a sick PSA return today. 30 cards, absolutely loaded. I feel like I really crushed it on this one. We got Griffey's, we got Michael Jordan, John Elway, Penny Hardaway, Tim Duncan, Steve Young, Kobe Bryant, and many, many more. And some rare 10s that you really don't see too often. I'll try to go over the pops as we go through it. I graded two of these. I got a 10. I bought these. I've got a 10 before, so I've graded 3 total. Really just have to watch centering. Bought these off eBay. It's a pop 43 with 38 higher. So not a whole lot of those out there. I just feel like it's a very artistic, cool card. Jump into some Jordan, the high riser. I've graded plenty of these on my channel. You can typically pick them up for about 150 raw off eBay. Sometimes they go down to 125. And so this is a pop 127. Remember that, 127 with 90 higher. And then I graded 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these, the members only version. And I got 3 8s. The 7, it's still a win. The members only version, it's got to say members only on the back. And then the difference in this is the base version is a pop of 127 with 90 higher. This is a pop 46 with 39 higher. So it's literally 3 times more rare. I feel like people are sleeping on the members only. Some cards have started to creep up, but non-investment advice, just what I'm collecting. 97. This is the Gallery of Heroes. It's the stained glass version. Let me see. So I kind of flipped the light around so you could see how they look. Just gorgeous cards in hand. Stained glass. This is the original stained glass. 97, if you're not aware, is the first year for Gallery of Heroes for football and baseball. Sorry. And this is a pop 11. Bought this raw off eBay as well. And then I have the Brunel as well. This is a pop 1. So these haven't been graded too often. Kind of a tip that I've been using to use for sales on eBay is just how many times has it been graded. This seems like a weird card to slip in, but there's probably someone trying to complete the PSA 10 set. And I have the only PSA 10 of this, so I'll take it. These were all $16 to grade. It was a special going on in December, the end of December, through PSA. I'm part of their members club. I pay the fee for that. Hardaway Refractor, pop 19. These are cool cards because you get 2 players. I don't know who's all into Mighty Mouse. He was actually coached at a college around here, about 30 minutes from where I live. I always meant to go watch some games so I could just see him coaching. Tim Duncan, rookie, row 1, one of my favorites. It's just pretty sick. There's a Jordan of this card this year too, which is pretty sick. Row 1 is pop 148 with 36 higher, so about close to 200 of these floating around there. Pop PSA 9 or higher. The Hardaway, I don't know if I said it, was a pop 19 with 7 higher. Graded 2 of these. This is the second year. I have a PSA 10 in my safe that I'm keeping. I am a Duncan collector, and I sold the 9 that I got last time. So it looks like an atomic refractor. The Kobe's of these do very, very, very well. So Kobe's in the set, Ray Allen's in the set, Allen Iverson's in the set. And then a 10 of this hasn't sold in a while. I have mine listed for a little cheaper than what the Kobe's go for. But I also haven't mentioned, if you want to make a deal on most of these cards, just reach out through Instagram. I'm selling most of them, but I'd say 25% of them I am keeping because I'm a long-term collector of these cards. If you like the video so far, make sure to subscribe. I got other content coming out. I've been cranking it out lately. Make sure you're not missing any of the good stuff. Pop 1. Steve Young, one of the greatest to do it. Rubies. This needs to be red. Bought this off eBay raw. 7's actually a pretty good grade for the Rubies. So pop 1. None higher, none lower. This one I might hold on to for a while. Funny thing with these is I graded 3, but in my last order, I sent all 3 copies of these, and they all got min-sized, which was frustrating. This time, I bought all these off eBay. I know people that bought these sets back in the day, and the card it comes a little shorter. So I think PSA is catching on to that slowly. Crazy thing about this, the PSA is a pop 22 with 27 higher. There's less than 50 copies floating around out there. It's a foil. It's hard to grade. I learned to love the card. I feel like it's a Jordan that people are sleeping on, but hey, gives me a chance to go buy them. I missed out on some auctions recently. I was bidding on them. Big Kobe. This one might be hard to get right in the light, but see what we can do. Hardcourt Holoview. I bought this raw at a card show. It was in a one-touch. I asked to be able to at least lift open the one-touch. I didn't necessarily want to take it out, but I did want to look at the surface. And then the big thing on these is the back. The back on this it's actually pretty clean. So I kind of the 9 hasn't sold in like 2 or 3 years, and then 8s rarely sell, and so I was really hesitant because I didn't really know how to price it. And I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't cheap raw basically. So I knew I kind of had to hit an 8 to make it, and a 9's a big win. That one I'm gonna hold on to because they just really don't pop up. 9 Hardcourt Holoview, just a cool shiny Jordan. It's a pop 175 with 33 higher. So this goes for about a little over $300, $330. And it's more expensive than kind of the rare Rain Man, which is kind of crazy. We have the Blast Furnace. If you're not familiar with these, this is kind of a high pop. It kind of looks like Griffey's Anfernee. So it's a cool card, high pop. I've graded 2 other copies and I've sold those. So it's what to call it? Not necessarily a highly transacted Griffey card, but a highly collected one, I guess is the way to put it. It's pretty highly collected. Cool card. Cool idea with the Blast Furnace making it look like it's in a furnace. Lonzo Mourning, PSA 10. This is a pop 21 because I think it's the lowest pop PSA 10 pop, or it's the Glenn Robinson. So people always want to comp the Shaquille and like try to get me to lower my price on. I have a PSA 10 up on eBay, and I'm just not selling it for cheaper than the Shaquille because it's much more rare. Hate it or love it. That's the way it's gonna be. I crushed this card. So 410. So if you've been a long time follower, you've seen that I've hit a 10 on this one before. It's a pop 7. So I've graded 5 of the 7 PSA 10s, which I think is kind of cool, which is looking up. So I don't necessarily think that this is like an easy grade. I had amassed like 17 raw copies of this. I'd just pick them up when they came up for auction, and I just kind of had a price I was buying them at. And out of like the 16 or 17 copies that I owned, I went through and picked out the best 4 and sent them off. What I thought were, in my opinions, were definitely 9s and had a shot at 10. Because at $16, you got to pay shipping both ways. So you're into these cards for like $18 plus the cost of the card. Gwynn. Try to flip it around. Let me see if I can do a little better. So the lighting is kind of tough to get these just right, but they're gorgeous in hand. Like I said, Tony Gwynn. My last copy of this sold pretty quick, so this is a sought after card. I probably need to pick up some more Gallery of Heroes because they're selling pretty well. Mike Piazza. This will be a slower sale on the 9, or I'll just have to be pretty flexible with the price. Bagwell, I had a 10 of this. I think the last one I sold for about like $75, 77, 78, 90, or like 80, 79. Maddox, I don't know if I'm selling this. I already have a PSA 10, but just a cool card. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, please do me a solid. I'm trying to get the channel 1,000. I'd greatly appreciate the support, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.